Hello my dear students, how are you all? Hope all of you are well by God's grace. This is me, Sushmita Chakraborty from Sector 13. Today I am going to conduct an English class, and that's why welcome you all to our online class of Milestone School and College. Now, before going to our today's lesson, I would like to ask you some questions for you. Yes, where does Sohan's uncle work? Yes, you know this answer. Sohan's uncle works in army. Okay, so he is an army person. Okay, Sohan's uncle is an army person and he works in army. Now, the next question is for you. Where is Sohan's uncle staying now? Yes, you know the answer. Sohan's uncle is staying in Congo for a peacekeeping mission now. Okay, which is arranged by United Nations. Okay, and do you know where is Congo situated? Yes, Congo is a central African country. Okay, so where it is situated you can tell me now. Okay, so this is the answer, the way you will write. Now let's go for the next question. It will also be very much easier for you as you have already read the text. Okay, tell me, who is Mr. Gurmeet? Yes, you know, Mr. Gurmeet is a volunteer who came in Congo for working from a volunteer organization. Okay, from a volunteer organization. Okay, they all are working for the welfare of the welfare of people during war or everything. Okay, now let's go for the last question. Yes, it is also very much easy for you. Tell me, are you ready? Okay. Tell me why Mr. Gurmeet is called Mr. Global Citizen. Okay, so what is the question? Why is Mr. Gurmeet called what? Global Citizen. As Mr. Gurmeet visited so many countries, he got to know about many countries' culture, their habitual things, their environment, their language, so many things. That's why Mr. Gurmeet is called Mr. Global Citizen. And he is called by whom? He is called by what? All of the people around him, those who know him. Okay. So I hope as you can answer all these answers from your text, you won't have any problem to understand the lesson. So we can go for our today's lesson. Okay, what we are going to learn today? Yes, we are going to learn one of the personal speech that you have already read before. Today we are again going to learn something from this lesson, as well as we will also get to know how to write email.
So, my dear students, tell me, what do you get in this word? That is preposition. Yes, position before. As we know, pre means before. So, what does preposition mean? Yes, preposition means position before. So, how can you say that about the position? Okay, how can you describe about this position? Yes, the position before noun or pronoun. So, where will be the position? Yes, the position before noun or pronoun. So, these are the words which took position before noun and pronoun and shows the relationship between the words, among the words. Okay, so let's go for the definition of preposition. Okay, so what it will be? See, A preposition is a word which shows the relation between a noun or a pronoun and some other word in a sentence that I have already told. So it shows the relationship between noun or a pronoun and some other words. Now see, here is an example. Ridhima lives in Delhi. Ridhima is a noun, lives verb, Delhi also a noun. But what is in? Yes, in is a preposition which has been used before the noun, before Delhi, and it has showed the relationship between among all the words and also got its position before what? Before Delhi. So can you see what is here? Yes, this is a cat with blinking eyes. Okay, that is, the eyes are blinking here. So see here. Now see, where is that cat? Yes, the cat is under the table. So cat is the noun here, table is the object here, and this under, what it will be? Yes, it is preposition, and it has got its position before the noun. Okay, and it also shows the relation between a noun or the noun as well as with some other words, the words which has been used here. So you have already got to know about the definition of preposition. Please write down this definition in your copy with this example. Now see, where's the thing here? Based on their use in a sentence, the prepositions are divided into categories of preposition of place, preposition of time, and preposition of movement. So according to the use, how many types we get? Yes, how many categories do we get? 3. Preposition of place, preposition of time, and preposition of movement. So see, here is the place, here is a picture, preposition of place and direction, preposition of time and date, which is, see here, it is directing about the time or date, something like that. Preposition of travel or movement. We'll get to know about all these things more. Now see, what is called preposition of place? Actually, see here, some prepositions show where something happens. Okay, where the things are happening, and through this place we get to know this. They are called preposition of place. So what are called preposition of place? That which shows where things are happening. These are called preposition of place. Now see, examples of preposition of place. So the airplane is flying above the clouds. So it is showing the place where it is happening. Okay, it is where the event is going on, where it is happening. So from this preposition we can get to know about the place. Now see, here are some other pictures. See, here is a cartoon behind the ball. Here is a cartoon beside the ball. And see, the cartoon is on the what? The cartoon is on the what? On this ball. Now see, the cartoon is under this ball. Now see here, the cartoon is between two balls. One ball is here, another ball is here, and in the middle the cartoon is. Okay, in, it is somewhere. Okay, that is called in. So see here, the cartoon is in this cartoon with this ball. Now see here, this cartoon is in front of the ball. Now let's see this one. This cartoon is near to this ball, not on the ball, not beside the ball. It is little bit, it is there is a little bit distance. Okay, so it has been told near, not closely touched, but it is not in far. So that's why it has been told that it has been showed here that it is near. Now see, above. So the thing is not in touch. Okay, it is in a level. It is in a level. So see here, the cartoon is in a level here, and that's why it has been told, or it has been mentioned as above. So I think you have already got to know about all the places. Okay. Now let's go for the next. So what it will be? Yes, it will be about preposition of time. So see here, what will you get in preposition of time? Let's get to know about this. Some prepositions show when something happens. So it tells about the time. Okay. They are called prepositions of time. So when the thing is going on, it is actually mentioned. It always mentions about the exact time. Okay. Here at first we have got to know that where the place is, where the event is happening. Now from preposition of time we can get to know in which time the event is happening. Okay. Now see, here are some examples for preposition of time like about, before, for, by, around, in, ago, at, first, since, to, on, after, until, between, during. So by these words we can get to know about the time. Now see, the train is about an hour late. So here about is a preposition which is showing that when something happens. Okay. It is telling about the time. It has a relationship with time. Now see, the classes begins at 8 o'clock. So at is used before a particular time. My birthday was on Wednesday. This on has been used before a particular day. So let's get to know about the use of prepositions of time. Okay. So when we use these kinds of preposition and in which time we use. Now see, for exact time we use at 9 o'clock. So for any exact time we will use at, like at 9 o'clock, at 5 o'clock, at 6 o'clock, whenever it is about any exact time. I will meet you at 9 o'clock. So it will be about a particular time, an exact time. Okay. Meal times, when we will have something. Okay. Like dinner, breakfast, whatever it is. So at that time we will say at breakfast, at dinner, at lunch. Okay. So where will we use at? Before meal times. Then specific parts of the day. What it is? A specific parts of the day. Like at night. Okay. So this is a specific parts of the day. Now see festivals. Like at Christmas. Okay. This is a festival day. And here we have used what? At it day. This way we use. Now see, sometime expressions. Okay, like we are about to share about some expressions about some time, like at the moment, at the weekend. Okay, in this way we use at. So we have already got to know where we will use which preposition according to the time. So before day we will use what? On. Okay, before exact time we will use at. Before any what? Before any breakfast we will use at. Like any specific parts of the day we will use at. Before any festivals we use at. Some expressions we will use at. So here we have already got to know about at. Okay, how in which particular thing we will use at. We get to know. So now let's go for the next. See, what do you see here? What do you watch? Yes, a boy is walking. Okay, whatever he is walking or running, whatever it is, though it looks like he is walking or running, whatever, something like that. So we can see here is a movement, isn't it? Yes, here is a movement. He is not kept himself still. Okay, he is moving. So I think you can get to know what we are going to get here. Yes, that is about what? Preposition of movement. Okay, so see here, what does preposition of movement mean? Can you tell me? Yes, where we can get some movements. Preposition. So the prepositions which will tell about some movement. So see here, here are some examples of preposition of movement like down, past, into, behind, up, onto, through, off, over, on, across, at, by, for, after, towards. These are actually, these words are showing the movement. Okay, so let's get to know about different positions, different movements. Okay, so see here, here is a picture where that we, from where we can see that he is walking up the stairs. He is walking up the stairs. Okay, so he is not in a still position, that without movement. He is not in there. He is walking up. Okay, he is walking up. Then see, he is walking down the stairs. So here is also movement. So we are getting some movement here. Into, in is that he is somewhere where somewhere is still he or she inside here. Okay, so I think this is a box or this is a room. He is in this room, so there will have no movement. But if I say he is going into the room, he is walking into the tunnel, there is a movement. Okay, he is going in, but also to, because he is with a movement. So into is a preposition of movement. So see, he is walking through the tunnel. So inside something he is going. Okay, that is through the tunnel. Now say out of. He is walking out of the tunnel. He is not out. He is going out of. So there is also a movement. So that will be called what? Out of. So there is also, it is also preposition of movement. Now see, the train is going under the bridge. Where? Under the bridge. When there is any dimension, okay, that time it will be called under. But when we will get there is no dimension, that is that time like below. If I say the train is going below the bridge, no, because whenever we will get anything 3-dimension or 2-dimensional things, that time we will use under. But if we get that it doesn't have any dimensional thing, that time we will not use under. Like if I say he is going below the bridge, that time it will not be okay. But if I say I am writing the points below, okay, but here there is no dimensional thing, no 1 dimension, 2 dimension, nothing like to be showed there. So that time you will use below, okay, to show something down. So you have already got to know about under and what? Below. Now see, he is walking over the bridge. So he is walking over the bridge. He is not just touched, and he is not without any movement. He is with movement. Okay, so he is walking over the bridge. It is on something, and he is also going through this. Okay, there is a movement. So it will be over. He is walking over the bridge. Now see, he is walking towards the shop. Where he is going? He is walking towards the shop. So here is a direction, not to somewhere, towards. That is, it will be exact, it will go in exact direction. That is called towards. I am going towards you. That means I am going exactly to you, not in this way, not in different way, not in crossed way. So these are the things that got to know about preposition of movement. So see, what is he doing? Yes, he is walking. So see here, I am walking to school. That too is a what? Preposition of movement. Now we will get to know about the types of preposition based on formation. Okay, now by this time we have got to know that preposition of place, preposition of time, preposition of movement according to its use. Now we will get to know about the types of preposition on its formation. Okay, now see the first one, that is simple preposition. What does it mean? Preposition that consist of one word and are very simple to understand. Okay, these are the most basic prepositions and are also used frequently. These are the These are what? These are simple preposition. Now see, there are some examples. Above, under, around, through, after, on, before, about, among, behind, along, near, down, in, at, across, between, over. All are what? All are simple prepositions. Now see, the paper is on my desk. So what is on here? On is the simple preposition. The man was standing under the tree. Under is a simple preposition here. I will meet you near your house at 5 p.m. At is also a simple preposition. Now let's go for the next. That is what? That is double preposition. What kind of preposition? Double preposition. So what does double preposition mean, or what is the definition? Let's see. Double prepositions are two prepositions but are joined to make a whole new one. So how many prepositions will be there? Two prepositions will be there, and it will make a new one, a whole new one. So here are some examples for double prepositions. Inside, outside, into, onto, up and up to, within, amid. So we see two prepositions have been used here to make one preposition. Okay, now see, outside the house lies a beautiful garden. So what is the meaning? That there is a beautiful garden outside the house. So this outside is what? This outside is one of the double prepositions. Now see, nice beautiful flowers. Okay, and why it has been used? To show a look of garden. Okay, we get flowers in the garden. Now we will get to know about compound preposition. What kind of preposition? Compound preposition. What does it mean? Compound prepositions are made up of two or more words. How many words? Two or more words. What kind of words it will be? Obviously that will be prepositions. Okay, they may be written as one word or as two or more separate words. Two words units and three word units can be found there in one compound preposition, like on, by, out. Using this tree we can make one, that is about. On, by, up. Using this tree we can make above. By, side, it will be beside. On, cross, it will be across. So see here, on has become A. Okay, by has become B. So it can be changed, okay, by times. So you have already got to know about simple preposition, then double preposition and compound preposition. Now let's go for the next. Okay, so see what it is. Yes, that is participle preposition. Participle prepositions are basically participle used as prepositions. So do you know what are called participles? Actually, the words with ing and the words with et or what? En. That means which are the verbs. Okay, these words are called participle. Like if I say I am walking, this ing will be what? Participle. I walked. This walked will be participle. What kind of participle? Past participle. So whenever we will get this participle form of verb, that time and while we will use it as preposition, that time it will be called participle prepositions. Now see, where are some examples for participle prepositions? Now see, concerning, during, excluding, given, following, failing, respected, provided, pending, considering, notwithstanding, including. So we have got ing form and ed form, that is which has been added with the words, and these are the participle prepositions. How? Because it has showed the relationship with the noun or pronoun with other words. Okay, everywhere my father went, his dog was following him. Okay, his dog was following him. So here the word following is used before a pronoun and also showing the relationship with other words. Okay, so it is a what? It is a preposition here. It has been used as preposition here. Ram is always curious about anything concerning Shem. This concerning has been used as a participle here. Now let's go for the next one. That is known as what? Disguised preposition. Disguise means you will not in your own look. Okay, it will be in hidden look. that is called disguise. The meaning of disguise is that. So what is the meaning of disguise preposition? That means also the same. It will not be in its own look. Okay, it will be in hidden way. Now see, a disguise preposition is a preposition that is not directly used or implemented, that is which is practically used, that is called implemented in a sentence, but is mentioned indirectly. So it will be mentioned indirectly. It will be used but not directly. So it will be used in indirect way. The examples of disguised prepositions are the letters A and O respectively. So what are the prepositions here? What are the words? That is A and O. Examples of disguised prepositions. He got a holiday package from the company. What it is? He got a holiday package from the company. Here A has been used instead of on. Okay. In place of on, A has been used. She earned €1 on day. In the place of on day, it has become a day. They play football once a week. Her flight will land at 6 o'clock. Instead of off, O has been used here. The entire class went to a program. Instead of on, A has been used. So A will be used instead of on and O will be used instead of off. I think by this time you have already got to know about disguised preposition properly. Now let's go for the next. What is the thing? Do you know? Yes, this is phrasal preposition. What does it mean? Yes, the phrasal prepositions are a collection of words or phrases that meet the noun or pronoun in a sentence. But first of all, you will have to know what are called phrases. Phrases are a group of words without verb. Okay. So what are phrases? What is called phrase? Phrases are the group of words without a verb. Now see examples of double preposition. See on behalf of, on account of, concerning, to the fact that, on time, at home, on the floor, in addition to, by means of. These are the examples of double preposition, as well as these are used as the phrasal preposition. Okay, because we are getting more than one, we are not getting the simple preposition here. That's why it while we will add this together, that time we will get that collection of words are there. That means double or multiple words are used here. So that's why see the examples we have got here: on behalf of, on account of, concerning, to the fact that, on time, at home, on the floor, in addition to, by means of. All are phrasal prepositions. Now we will get to know about the uses of preposition, where and how we will use these. Okay. Now see, you must write all these uses in your copy with all the examples. Okay. Now see uses of a preposition. Where do we use in? Where do we use in? See, we use in before city, before town, before estate, before country, before bag, before whole, before train. Okay, whatever it is, we use in. Like he lives in Australia. Sorry, he lives in Australia. He lives in this town. He lives in what? In Dhaka. So in this way, we can use the preposition in. Okay, before all these words. Now see the next thing, in. Where it will be used? Before week, before month, before season, before year, before decade. That means 10 years together is called decade. Before century. Century means 100 years together. Then before age. Okay. There are different periods of time which were known as different ages. Okay. Like see here, he comes here in every winter. What? He comes here in every winter. So before winter we have used in. If I say he comes in summer, he comes in the rainy season, he comes in what? About any week, we can say in this week. So whenever we will in September, in February. So before these words we use in. Before a big place also we use in, like he lives in Dhaka. Okay, whenever we refer any big cities or cities, that time we use in. Now I think all of you have understood, isn't it? Where so where do we use? before a town, city, state, before any month, season, week, before any big place. We use what? We use in. Now, see, another thing, at. Where do we use at? We use at before dawn. Dawn means the time before the morning. Just it prevails for some time, not for a long time. Okay. At dawn, noon. Noon also prevails for short time, not a long time. Dusk. Dusk is the time before the evening. Just for a short time it prevails. Okay. So night. Night is also a period of time. So before dawn, before noon, before dusk, before night, at will be there. Okay, we use what? At. Then see, they started their journey at dawn. Now let's go for the next. At work, station, the party, home, school, college. So we will use before work, before station, before party, home, school. What? Which preposition? At. Like he is now at work, he is now at school, he is now at the party, he is now at the station, he is now at college. So here we will use at. Now see, before any festival, like we enjoy a lot at Eid, we enjoy a lot at Christmas. Okay, so before any festival we will use what? At, not other things. Then we also use at before page. I live at road no. 7. So before the number I have used what? At. Now let's go for another thing. See, at before a small place. Whenever it is about any small place we use at. Now see the use of by. We will use by plus person for passive voice. Like the work has been done by me. The work has been done by someone. So whenever we will use that anywhere, anything has been done by someone, that time in that is called passive voice, where which work has been done, which where we get the verb in okay, as I think by this time you have not got to know about voice, but still just get to know or just try to understand this thing, that work is done by someone. Okay, that time we use by thing or person. Like someone sat beside me. Okay, that time I can say he sat by me. Instead of using beside me, I can say he sat by me. So here we can use by. Now see, by plus public transport, like without article. Okay, where there will have no article, that time before this public transport we can use by. Like he came here by rickshaw. We have not used here any article. But if I would have used any kind of article, that time I cannot use by here. See, such here he went there on the train. Whenever I have used the train, I cannot use what? By the train, because while there will be use of article, that time by will not be used. That time I will have to use what? On. So see here, we went there on the train. What? We went there on the train. Now see, in plus article plus transport, used particularly, like he went there in a car. So it is not a public transport, it is used publicly, particularly. That time I can use what? In a car. So I think you have already understood the use of by, then on, as well as in, where you will use. So can you see what she is doing? Yes. What is she doing? She is in a movement, isn't it? She is not in one place without any movement. Now see, how can her movement can be used in preposition. Like into. That means from outside to inside. That means must have a movement. Okay. That she is not in the room or not inside somewhere. She is in a movement. Okay, so if I say she went into the room, so what it will be? She is not in that room, she is in the movement. Okay, she went into the room, she went into the room. So from outside to inside. Now out of, from, that means what? From inside to outside. Again, what it will be? From inside to outside. And here you will also get a movement. Okay, it will not be out. It will not be it will not actually what refer any kind of stillness. Here will also movement, here we'll also find movement. Okay, so see here, she went out of her room. So by this time we have already got to know the uses of preposition in different way. I think you have already got to understand all these things.
Now this is the time while you will get to know about email. You have already got to know about email in previous classes, but today in short I will also explain it. So what is email? Email means electronic mail. Email is the system for using computers to send messages over the internet within a very few seconds. Okay, we all know this thing now, isn't it? Okay, so let's go for the types of email. Okay, how many types of email are there? There are two types of email. One is formal email, one is informal email. That way, when we are writing something officially or for some formal purposes, these are called formal email. And while we are going to mail someone informally or to our relatives, to our friends and family persons, that time we mostly write informal email. Okay. Now see what is the screen while you will or how you will send it. Whenever you will send it through internet or through your mail address, you will get this kind of picture where you will have to write. Here it will be like from to, the mandatory things that you will have to submit there or you will have to write there, that is from whom you are to whom you are writing. Okay, that is the address should be written there. And there is another important thing, that is subject. You must have to add the subject while you are sending the mail. Okay, sending mail through any of the mail addresses. Now see format of an email. You have already seen one picture. So what will be there? From, that is sender's email address. Okay, two is receiver's email address, the one who is about to get this mail. Then send, like someone is sending this Sunday 15 August, so that time will also be there. Okay, and send, it will also be automatically there, it will be written. Now see subject, but you need not to write sent, you just write what? To, and the another thing, that is subject, which is mandatory here, that writing to, writing subject, these are mandatory, and you must have to write down the subject, whatever the subject you will have to add there. Now salutation, that means how you are starting, like dear X, dear Rohan, dear Zia, dear Samit, whatever the name is. Okay, so you will have to add this name. Or if you are writing to any kind of official person like dear sir, dear madam, that time you will have to write it this way. And then body. Body means what? Where you will write the things, or where you will explain the or explain everything, like introduction of the part, it will be in the body. Description of subject related topic, why you are writing, these will be explained here, and the closing part of the body. So all these three parts will be in the body of the email. Then closing remark, that means how you are completing this. Then you will have to write your saver or something like this. This way you will have to complete this one. Now see rules of email writing. What are the rules of email writing? Okay, An email ID should have at least 6 characters. So if you will not maintain 6 characters in email writing, it will not take your ID. Then your ID will not be created there. So you must have to make the ID with 6 characters. Don't use any capital letters or space in an email ID. So whenever you will make any email ID, don't use any capital letters or space. Okay, in an email ID. A comma should be placed after the salutation, like dear sir. Whenever you will give any kind of salutation, that time you will have to use comma, like dear sir, dear madam. Here you will have to place one comma. Then write sir, madam in formal email, and dear friend, father, mother in informal email according to the relation. Okay, like who is not your father, you consider right there, dear father, dear mother. Okay, so this way according to relation you will address them. Use a short and accurate subject header in email. So whenever you are using any subject while you are writing the subject, you must have to take care of this, that it should not be a bigger one and it should not be extended more than it's needed. Okay, and try to avoid extra words in case of writing the subject of the email. So what will be the example? Like requesting for some books, inviting on birthday party. So only the gist, only the main topic will be there, nothing more or nothing less. Another thing, that is what you will must have to maintain all these things for writing a good email. Now see, an email to the station master of your nearly railway station for booking a ticket. So see here, like to, you are writing Bangladesh Railway at gmail.com, subject booking ticket. Dear sir, I would like to inform you that I want to go to Rajshahi on the night 25th instant. So I want to book a ticket of Padma Express. I would also request you to fix up a seat for me from airport to Rajshahi by a window. I assure you that I will collect my ticket at least one day before to my journey. Hope you will confirm my ticket and give me an opportunity to enjoy a happy and comfortable journey as before. Best wishes, Nabil, Uttara, Dhaka 12:30, cell phone or mobile phone. Whatever you want, you can add there. So this way you will write down one email. Now this is the time while I will ask you some short questions. As you have already practiced fill in the prepositions, so I will ask you something from there. So see here, gratefulness is one of the super virtues dash man. So what will be the answer? Of man. A grateful person is honored what? By all. We must be grateful to those who have brought us up and brought us up. That's there. Without their affection and care, we would not be able to survive on this earth. We must pray for them. Another question is here. What is email? Yes, we all know this. What it is? Email means electronic mail through which we can send messages using internet. Okay. So I hope you can answer all these things properly. Okay. So all of you just read this lesson. Okay, my dear students, by this time you have already got to know about prepositions and uses of preposition as well as how to write email. So, what is the time now? Yes, this is the time while you will write your homework. So, all of you please take out your diary and write down today's homework. What will be your today's homework? Yes, you will learn and write this email that you have read in today's class, as well as you will practice the rules of preposition. Okay, so that's all for today.